into the fire, our age will be longer.
Yeah.
To keep the fire.
ดูสาวเอาข้าวไปอุ่นข้างล่างเนาะใส่เดี๋ยวไปนะก็ข้าวไหนก็ข้าวอยู่ข้างล่างแล้วก็หนูก็เอาหม้อไปเสียบแล้วก็อุ่นแล้วก็เอาจุดแล้วมันจะแบบใส่แบบนี้
We should do it like that.
You have to like from this. Yeah, like this.
ติดนะ
ยัง
ต้องโอเคครับ
But have to let the light.
มานี่
We should be them.
ลูกเจ้ามาวิ่ง
ครับ
ช่วยกันศึกษาก่อน
อ๋อ13นะ
ศึกษา
What do we have to do now?
บอกเขาทำจิตดี
So now you
เพราะ
should.
ว่าเขามีเรื่องหลายอย่าง
You have many. Like, you want and need money, right? Right
เอา
now.
เงินค้าขายจะเอาแต่เงินอย่างเดียว
The money from like you selling things.
อยากซื้อที่ดินเป็นภูเขา
จะซื้อได้ใช่ไหม
ได้
You can have like
ลูกใบไม้อยู่ไหนที่
many
ทำไว้
lands
Okay.
like like big
นี่
land.
มาตรงนี้จะไปโดนตรงนั้นจะเป็นผู้หญิงไหมนี่ผู้กาลเทศะ
Your pocket
I should throw it.
Yeah, throw it.
Yeah.
I should throw it from here.
Yeah.
The whole thing or the sand from inside.
ทั้งหมดเลยป่ะครับ
only the sand
The whole
The whole thing like this.
not
not the
the
dish
sand.
not the dish
And the sand only.
Yeah.
Okay.
ตั้งใจ
Yes.
โอ้
Yeah, and then they gonna like
เงินง่ายขึ้นมา2 เดือน
โอเค
จบดี
ให้ใครหยิบครับเอาขึ้นมา2 เหรียญนะฮะ
เฮ้ยเอ้ย
อ้าวโอเค
นั่งเฉยๆไม่รู้ไม่เข้าใจไม่ต้องทำบอกว่าเงินทั้งทองหายขึ้นมา2 เหรียญ3 เหรียญเขาโชคดี
so this is mean your good
มันเป็นการเสียงขาย
so this one is a drawing so which mean that is lucky right now because like 2 coins up.
Okay. Coins are up. All right. Thank you.
กูขอน้ำเงินแก้วจะมาล้างเท้าคันก็ได้ลูกเล็กๆกันลูกเอ้ย
This one
ทำไม่เหมือนกันพวกเขา
everyone is different
ทุกคนไม่ได้ทำได้
up to
Okay.
เดี๋ยวเจ้าก็ได้ท
but they be different processing yeah
ำลูกบอกเขานะครับ เอาไปนี่จะมีเงินมีทองไปขอเป็นกันก็จะได้มาเรียนมา
don't rush everything will come maybe slowly but come continuously okay
โอเคเดี๋ยวปูล้างเท้าให้เขา
ได้ครับ
ให้เขาช่วยเขาอีก
okay back a little bit yeah back yeah because feed the chip
บอก
you
เขา
feed
นะเงินลูกเงินหลาน
okay
ธรรมดาจะไม่ค่อยทำไม่ทำเลย
I The hermit never do anything. You just treat anyone. You are the first one. This is the first time. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's done. Yeah.
I know I love you.
Yeah. You will go more.
ครูบอกว่าไปแล้วให้
This year.
เรียน
After you finish, everyone will come to you. Please.
Thank you.
Please, my billionaire.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
โอเค
Thank you.
ทีละคน
ไปครับ
The blanket is big, so once they go,
Okay. This one first. Let's say one by one.
Mauli.
Otherwise. Okay. Okay. Bring this wrap big. It's coming from bottom to top. Yes, from the shoulder to the feet. From shoulder, yes, shoulder to the feet.
So Sam, you do that.
Okay. Right in the right there. How the feet is okay? No. Pull back. Yeah. Okay.
Mami Ewe.
Then the second one.
Mami Ewe.
Maybe cannot count. Okay. Yeah.
So this one.
I will buy it for you. But this one you stick on the Buddha.
There's some Buddha. If you look at this Buddha's face, you can see that they've been sticking the golden sheets on specific places that they want. I've seen like people who want kids, they'll put on the stomach. People who have leg problem, they put on the leg.
Yeah, next one.
Okay.
Okay, next.
ยื่นไปใกล้ๆเมื่อคืนนอนที่บ้านกันก็เลยบอกเดี๋ยวแม่พาขึ้นไปไหว้
Okay. This is for
Oil.
yeah.
We believe that if we pour the oil
Yeah.
into the fire, our age will be longer.
Yeah.
To keep the fire.
ลูกสาวเอาข้าวไปอุ่นข้างล่างเนาะใส่กระเทียมไปหม้อข้าวไหนหม้อข้าวหลังแล้วหนูก็เอาหม้อไปเสียบแล้วก็อุ่นแล้วก็เอาจุดแล้วมันจะแบบ ชาวต่างชาติเที่ยว
ออกมาพามาไหว้พระ
จำที่นั้นได้พี่เขาเคยพา
อ๋อแม่ก็มาบ่อย
Nada, papa.
Oh, okay.โอ้โหพามาไหว้พระ
จำที่นั้นได้ที่เขาเคยพา
อ๋อแม่ก็มาบ่อย
คุณนะครับ
ครับ
ไปเร็วๆก็จะมาโดนแล้ว
ใส่ครับ
Voodoo, man.
I swear. So fit. No easy. She's fit. Well, it's how you seen there.
Oh, so far so good. So far so good, isn't it?
Nothing to complain about.
Oh, no, nothing at all. So far so good. We did the town. We did it.
This is for
Oil.
yeah.
We believe that if we pour the oil
Yeah.
into the fire, our age will be longer.
Yeah.
To keep the fire.
ลูกสาวเอาข้าวไปอุ่นข้างล่างเนาะใส่ในกระทะหม้อข้าวไหนหม้อข้าวอยู่ข้างล่างแล้วหนูก็เอาหม้อไปเสียบแล้วก็อุ่นแล้วก็เอาจุดเสร็จแล้วมันสำหรับใส่แบบนี้
คนจุดนี้จุดในสอนของเขา
We should do it
ใคร
like
เป็น
that.
คนจุดนี้
You
เอาที่นี่ก่อน
have to light from this. Yeah, like this.
ติดนะครับ
ยัง
ต้องโอเคครับ
But have to let the light.
มานี่มานี่มานี่
To beat them
ลู
up.
กเจ้ามาวิ่ง
ครับ
ช่วยกันจุดฉานก่อน
อ๋อ13นะ
จุดฉาน
What do we have to do now?
ตั้งจิตดี
So now you
ๆเพ
choose.
ราะว่าเขามีเรื่องหลายอย่าง
You have many. You want and need money, right? Right
เอา
now.
เงินค้าขายจะเอาแต่เงินอย่างเดียว
The money from like you selling things.
อยากซื้อที่ดินเป็นภูเขา
จะซื้อได้ใช่ไหม
ได้
You can have like
ลูกใบไม้อยู่ไหนจะ
many
ทำไว้
lands.
Okay.
Like big
นี่
land.
นี่มาตรงนี้จะไปโดนตรงนั้นจะเป็นผู้หญิงไหมนี่ผู้กาลเทศะ
Your pocket.
I should throw it.
Yeah.
I should throw it from here.
Yeah.
The whole thing or the sand from inside.
ทั้งหมดเลยป่ะครับ
Only the sand.
The whole
The whole thing like this.
No,
not
not the
the
dish.
sand.
Not the dish.
At the sand only.
Yeah.
Okay.
ตั้งใจโอ้ดี
Yeah, and then they gonna like
เงินง่ายขึ้นมา2 เหรียญ
Okay.
ยกดี
ให้ใครหยิบครับ เอาขึ้นมา2 เหรียญนะฮะ
เฮ้ย
โอเค
นั่งเฉยๆไม่รู้ไม่เข้าใจไม่ต้องทำบอกว่าเงินทั้งทองหายขึ้นมา2 เหรียญ3 เหรียญเขาโชคดี
so this is mean your good
มันเป็นการเสี่ยงทาย
so this one is a drawing so which mean that is lucky right now because like 2 coins up
Okay. Coins are up. All right. Thank you.
กูขอน้ำเงินแก้วจะมาล้างเท้าคันก็ได้ลูกเล็กๆกันลูกเอ้ย
Next one.
ทำไม่เหมือนกันพวกเขา
Everyone is different.
ทุกคนไม่ได้ทำได้
Different.
Okay.
เดี๋ยวเจ้าก็ได้ท
But they be different processing.
ำลูกบอกเขานะครับ ต่อไปนี้จะมีเงินมีทองไปขอเป็นกันอะไรมาที่มา
Don't rush. Everything will come. Maybe slowly, but come continuously. Okay.
เดี๋ยวปูล้างเท้าให้เขา
ได้ครับ
ให้เขาช่วยเขาอีก
Okay. Back a little bit. Yeah. Back. Yeah. Because feed the shoot.
บอก
You
เขา
feed.
นะเงินลูกเงินหลาน
Okay.
ธรรมดาจะไม่ค่อยทำไม่ทำเลย
The hermit never do anything with it. Feed anyone. You are the first one. This is the first time. เอาไปทำมือ Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes.
ทำดีทำดี
Okay. Yeah, that's done. Yeah.
ไปแล้วให้รับด้วย
Yeah. You will go more.
ครูบอกว่าไปแล้วให้
This year.
ร่ำรวย
After you finish, everyone will come to you. Rich.
Thank you.
Rich man. Billionaire.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
Thank you.
Ava mama la gali drolo. Ava mama la gali drolo. Awi now. stay yet.
Africa West, Africa East, Africa North, Africa South, and Africa Central. The African Union. But if we don't put our heads together, we'll separate like this. So let us unite.
yet.
Thank you.
Voncujovi in studio with us. He's not here alone, so I'll allow him to do the introduction of the young man by him. Is this your apprentice?
It's my son.
Your real son?
Yes, my biological son.
Seiram
Yao Voncujovi.
So I know about Maoli, but this is Seiram. Seiram Voncujovi.
Yes.
Seiram, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
This one that you are sitting by your father, that means you are learning from the source directly.
Yes.
You're also a magician?
Yes, I'm a magician and a musician.
Oh, you are all the shen. Let's get closer to the mic. Okay. So you are a magician and a musician as well?
Yes.
Wow. How long have you been doing this? Don't tell me from your father's belly, because he's a man.
I started magic since I was 5.
Eh?
Yes. I was trained by my dad professionally as an entertainer. And I started music when I got to class 6.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, daddy.
Yes.
Yes. At 5.
Yes. Usually I start all my children at 5. And the brothers who are now in doing their masters or finish their masters into their PhD.
That's right.
They started at the age of 5.
You raise magicians.
Yes.
I thought it was something that you'd have to get chosen and
No.
or these are all tricks that you can teach.
Magic is an entertainment. It's an art.
Okay.
But then it's an art that unless you get into it, you don't really know what it is. And a lot of people put so much mysticism around it and makes it look something that you cannot get closer to. But it is not so. Magic is an art. And as we are talking now, this very September, he and his bigger brother Mauli, they are going to Thailand to Magical Academy to brush up and have a competition international competition in Thailand.
Whoa.
So yeah, there's an academy.
They've been chosen.
Yes. So they'll be going to.
Wait, was there a mini competition that you won that had to make you represent us there in Thailand?
My videos were sent.
Your videos?
Yes, my videos were sent.
Okay.
I've been performing on these few stages.
Doing your own thing?
Yes, in the clubs, on the street and stuff. And those videos, my dad gathered them and decided that, okay, he wants me to do something entertainment because I'm already on the path. So
that's right.
He pushed me on. And he sent the videos to one of the best magicians in Thailand, and he accepted and he said he wanted to teach me, so I should come over.
So you're going to understudy him and all that?
Yes.
This is something you really want to do?
Yes.
Because I know your bigger brothers, they started like you, but their life was like, come and see me, come and see me, come and see me. life gave them something else.
I understand.
But this is what you want to do?
Yes.
Full time?
Yes. I'm an entertainer.
I like that. I like that. Well, for your dad, he got trained in India and all that. He has such a reputation. And in fact, I remember watching him when I was very young. One of the earliest magicians in Ghana on TV. Then,
yes.
Yeah, because a lot of them either they're doing it at Bobloshi and the other places to collect money. But you were on TV, you grant interviews.
I remember when TV3 was started. Those days, myself, Nana Chiampong, we were the people come on. There was a program called Talking Drum.
Okay.
Then that was
like 25 years ago.
Yes.
Hey. Wow. So welcome back home.
Thank you very much. I
like that. Good for me. Faculty. Yes. And you can turn faculty to a box of matches. All right. So what is that, Daddy? What
this
are we
is a white fuel.
Okay.
Lighter fuel.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're putting this on
so that it can get fire.
All right.
Easily.
Okay. Is that not too much?
No.
Okay. We have only one entry and one exit. That's what I'm asking.
Don't worry. We are here.
All right.
We are here.
Okay. So please go back a little bit so that so maybe Daddy will do the talking.
Yes, I'll help you.
Okay. So now I want someone to explain what is going on.
So here we are lighting the fire. And when he takes it, he's going to put it in his mouth.
Okay.
And then the fire. Okay, I'll hold one torch for you.
That's okay.
That will be better.
Yes, please.
So when you do, then I pick that one for you.
Okay, so you come closer. Focus, can you stretch the mic his length? Stretch the mic his length.
Okay.
So just stretch. Yes. Okay. Much better. So pick it when you. So go on to Facebook right now and also drop your questions in the comment section for us. We are having a conversation with Christopher Voncujovi, celebrated magician. Years of experience. Okay, the fire is on.
So this is the fire in
Okay.
his mouth.
Is that the fire that he's holding like that?
He's holding the fire. Yes.
So the fire is in his mouth. And you are lighting the other one through his mouth. Was that your tongue burning? And dry gun. Well, you're dry gun. One minute, Eja. So, fire that we used to pray, you have come to swallow fire. Okay. Are you faculty? It's your turn. This is the point they turn him to double. So wait, this is all tricks, nothing spiritual.
No.
This is all tricks.
Yeah, it's mind over matter.
That's how it starts, so.
Yeah. It's the mind over matter, where you can control, your mind can be able to overcome the fear of the effects of fire.
Interesting. So no accidents?
No.
Never had an accident in your magical? Because I hear sometimes things can go wrong.
It depends on your professionality. Yeah.
Ever had a maybe your early days?
No.
And you?
I had been taught by good
One of
teachers.
the best.
And one thing is, when I come to stage, I'm not coming there to show you that I have power.
Okay.
Or I'm better than you. I'm only there to take your mind away from your problems, your worries, so that once you laugh and smile, you will forget your problems for a moment or for a minute, let's say.
What are some of your challenges?
My challenges in magic is sometimes people cannot clap because they are shocked. So they don't know whether you are a human or you are not a human being. So that's it. But
and can it be taught?
Yes, of course. That's why he is going to Magic Academy in Thailand.
For how long?
6 weeks.
Okay.
And also to join the competition.
That's right.
I hope that he will get an award before coming.
That's right.
And then we will also, apart from our traditional spirituality, I teach my children, almost all of them. It's only some one or two who are still young that I'm waiting for.
You have pension babies?
Yes.
Hey, Senior, you have been busy.
I'm very busy.
How many now? How many children now?
My children are altogether about 11.
This, and mostly boys?
Yes, I have 3 girls, but the rest are
all boys. This will fit. I mean, we can have the Mesasaba field or the Legon Stadium. It's a full-blown football match. You can face the Black Stars in their preparation towards the World Cup. The ladies will play defense. The rest will attack.
Be in the goal.
The rest will attack and advance. You are blessed. Wow.
We
11.
We are on.
No. By now you should be pulling the brakes. Or you still believe in adding more?
No, I don't know, because nature, you cannot challenge it. You can't challenge nature, you know.
This man still wants to be shooting at 82.
My father had his last born when he was 72.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you are blessed. You know, you are blessed though, and populate the land. That's good. I like that.
So I teach
China Mauli, and 17 more to go. That's nice.
So they are all learning, and we hope to also open a magical academy in the future.
That's right.
But my fear is people will come and learn magic and then go into the church and be demonstrating magical entertainment
For money, yeah. That brings me to my next question,
To
actually.
be using it to fool our people,
Yeah.
as some of these pastors are doing already.
Mm.
Yeah, there are some pastors who say they can walk in the air. Those are all magical illusions. I think, is it one of the East African pastors who went and set fire to some talismans? It's on the YouTube.
The internet
it's all
and all
tricks.
that. It's all tricks, yeah?
And then people say, hey, Holy Ghost fire, Holy Ghost fire. I'm sorry, but our people need to go back into themselves and learn.
I think with this point you've raised, I have a question. I mean, it's like the magic space in Ghana is non-existent.
They all become pastors.
Oh, not so.
Yes. But then there are a few magicians who are coming up. One of my good friends, Shangela Kadri, he's in Akwatia.
Okay.
And he also went to India to study. And in India, they gave my contact to him
to
meet me, since he is a Ghanaian.
Okay.
They knew me in India, so I became like a friend and a mentor to him. So he's coming, and I've been seeing some few on
Bernard the magician.
Some people are coming up. So with time, from my way I'm looking at things, with time, not too far from here, a lot of people will become aware of the tricks that are being played at the churches, where people claim to be going to heaven and seeing God and coming back to tell us what God told them. Very soon, the young generation, the Gen Z generation, are not going to accept this.
Yes.
And then they will begin.
I don't think they even accept some of this. I mean, some of them can tell when this is pure BS. They can tell. They can tell.
They are trying to. A time is coming, then people will just abandon the churches and start to go back to their roots, because, like in Europe now, most of the churches are used for restaurants. So if you see any big church in Europe now, then it's an African who bought it and is receiving the other Africans.
Chai. Well, I want to ask what role magic plays in your daily life. Sayram.
In my daily life.
Your daily life.
To me, magic is entertainment.
So purely.
Yes, magic releases my stress, makes me feel comfortable, and I feel okay anytime I do magic. And I'm very happy when I entertain people.
That's right.
So,
that's the work of an entertainer, to make other people happy and make yourself happy too.
That's right.
When you see others smiling and they are happy, genuinely happy, it makes you, the magician, also happy.
I want to ask questions around what gives you, satisfaction. I think you just explained that in your answer. But also, what are some things you wouldn't do? Some principles, some codes you live by that has been with you all these years. But let's go for a quick break. When we return, there is more. And also, I've seen some questions on our Facebook page. Probably I would activate the phone lines so you engage with our guests. And he's here with the son. Again, your showbiz name is? Maracha.
Are we okay here?
Yeah, please, we are going live on TikTok.
Okay, go live on TikTok. So, thank you very much. I mean, you know, the video, I have camera, don't come. It's okay. Because I want you to. These things should remove them from here. In that glass, the califish. May stay there two back la. Amen back. When a little bit in Kumi no JJ. Bring it down small. Yeah. Bring the camera down small. Yeah. Marina, TikTok, MLA, and New York Polyfew. Hello, Polyfew. I mean, a little bit. Maybe. Why my face look white like that? I'm not a white man. I'm a black man. Eh? Is a filters? Which like this one? That's why my face look very bright inside this one like this. I see. No, it's okay. No, it should be there. We even have this one, the one we were using the other day. We said the battery got dead. Were you people able to charge it? Why? So the charger is at Seram's place. So why? The one Pele brought. No, tell me about the word. Eh?
There's a filter on it. I don't think it's a light. Even if it's the light has to be dimmed or something. I think there's a filter on it or something.
Okay, it means I can never. Well, today I don't want to be very late at night. Okay, so we are going to start today's show. Thank you very much, and everyone. Good afternoon to you, good evening, and good morning, wherever you may find yourself in this very, very important moment. I am Bokor Christopher Voncujovi, your host for today's live streaming on African Magic Temple ReVodution, Voodoo, Education. Thank you all very much for your patience. Today we are not going to be here for a very long time because today is a special day and we want to celebrate it as well. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world. All you mothers, I salute you today. Thank you all very much for doing what you are doing. And thank you to all the fathers who are also playing the mother's role, where the mothers are not there, but the fathers remain active and playing the roles of the mothers. So happy Mother's Day, fathers who are playing the role of mothers, single fathers and others. Thank you all very much. So we'll be very brief today, and you are all welcome to African Magic Temple ReVodution Voodoo Education. And we are live on Facebook, we are live on TikTok, we are live on Clubhouse, and also we are live on YouTube. I think that's it.
Yes.
Yes, so thank you all very much. And I can see Zil, I can see Abeni, and then I can see Randall, all on Clubhouse. Thank you all very much for coming to the program. I'm going to pour libation, and after the libation, please, I will take your comments, your greetings, and your questions. Thank you all very much for the patience. Okay. Oh, ago mauga. Ago mauga. Seriam come. Ago mauga. Throw camera, le vire, ne bomb, ne le vire. No. Bring it here, but let me be centered. Yes, it's better this way. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, mauga sobolisa, meduago. Mauga kitikata, meduago. Mauga ese, meduago. Ese joto ame joto. Ese na anu ame. Sete na anu ame. Woman of heavy, dok no heavy. Woman of heavy maybe an anu, dok no heavy, or benau. Dok no heavy maybe an anu, woman of heavy, or beo. Se popolipo. Ese datafia. Ese nyo. Amenyo, esegla, amegla, se Georgie, amekpojijo, meduago. May you send me hamfura shop, send me for a shop, medo ago. May you abraxas, may you adrepo doago, yot adreto vimekuna. O verso aton, o verso aton, o verso ne kama yo meduago. E may you miano zogie, and you zo kakachikas bojiadre. Me ala fa benya glemi la pe benya glemi juru hono me yo da kekelo. Wenya yingba majo flo for playing ba mo doa dika. Wenya pele me matekulo, eteku, etega. Oh, my God, a kind, but you have a kind when you are kind, Jehovah kind, Busuva kind, Trovova kind, when you are kind, to fear kind, Manu, a tabaka girl, a kind. Pelipa, remember, I had a dolo, a cover, but I do fear to a bandstromet and told you, Miami no doubt, Miami hogbow, Miami bewell, Miami capwell, Miami pemio, oh Zango, Miami previously a hog, but say, you're a kake, job pata, jomaku. For come a volume on each volume, don't make you cook for form, Jobany or Heavelo. Jobany to I am mojo to a nuquaric venue, level, but all vajo. Two zopled woman or Teferica Jopata, lay happy a Jovon vajo, the Jopata of a fear. Jopata. Metronam and Bedamolo, Avifag be Dina. Jopata no Annie Afimia, Ajolo. Jopata, Jopata. Again at the family, Wamasiman board you to talk with Dente, Avakpelu, Tizu, Bolu, Ajiba, or Bojukulo Jalofon comment. Valentiva family over Alo John at Pufu. I go Sapate mayo, Tigali mayo, Guru do la Fia. Yamayo, Amagasa Sege, Jack Pasese. Resesse Tabagaje. Aha. Oh, my brahini mayog bochi may young befoli bo foli for common gomni godo cruce kuma comandata bonyo kuto mane fanamigo. May your Tony Cossipoku Akubier on your Mary, a coso of Kufonico Gage, Tassinia Amosi, Fusi, Jam Coso, Bracobra Mamma, Bojimba, Tobanya Kofi, Tobanya Kubia Mensa, Mamma, Doria Fembem. Pecuno, Mayomi, Kutomane Fanami. Your friend Celestina, Wakubia Katrina, Akubia Foya Sense, California, Yal Ben, Akubia, Kutomene Fanamilo. Mayomia strong. I won't watch you for Akubia, that Chupe, Kutomene Fano. Mayor Cecilia, Akpena, a cat, the Femensa, Akpe, a Kutomene Fana, boom, Fanamilo. Oh, Mayor, who not to Jim, Bokor to Jita, to Jim, Mayor Kini has a punch, Parasubara, Banana Mayor. Mayor Bokor Daffy so far who are Bovi Bakafacha or Jogge. A Kutomene Fanami. Mayor. Huno le vakba huno le gbeya vagata we maze kutubana fana milo me yo talk be anani to le jita to be Abraham jivenu le chame to be fiato si mon kabila benyina si akotime ye me yo Daniel evi pa marel agbaro yo amanga koku anatovia kaima kutubana fana mi me yo happy akoso abaji ye me yo Harrison George ajohula benyina si akotime da yo Simon kabi fiato me yo rakakakakakak Emeyo Bokor Komla Azuma Agbovi Kutomene Fanami. O meyo tre vivio meyo brahini vio gejevio kubia vio gbevio po ijime le bacho nyanungu ateshi mate tsuru Carpenter Road okboy gono se Painters Road mo pete Kutomene Fanami lo. Emeyo abochi sakara kama chwa pa be adogo koliro nko kunuma ku agbenu to be yo ale acho. Ofran tamani ofefinin kuma bisinkra okofito jabaku ocho tu akofito he kofi atra kable godogo mayo mi pete mayo hala mata hala ausa befia adon komega senu matala mayo ra mayo di pen poto kele menu poto zanu poto viviti menu poto awudi daga mechi ava ble upe vi adape mayo jaga ba bodo vi me kuacha bodo bozuma hala ba to mayo mi ora mayo sasalo ba nu peta ba no abo adru o gong mayo mi lo yo to be ho ba to gba Voodoo to ra hwe fo hara na mi mayo to be glim do be pocho ji me fo abeja na be komo kwa chine mayo to be pocho manyamli mayo to be klogo hoko chia agbera Voodoo pete proclama aclama mayo mi yo to be apla ko se gesugu mayo ora mayo akla ku ntosi mele mi apete yo holuvia po mele mi yo zibizamba bodo po no gaji gabo bolo jaglambo lo titik parawa khedaka ka khena ba che anya koli peje la binda kwa madukuvi achasika powder mayo mi apete dag mayo mi la me simple agbedidi na tafe egbe wumbuga ka egbe kosra do happy Mother's Day na Voodoo pete bagla me to pete le me no bajo aha na tafe enonya koso agoku tefe no fi ke le da do happy Mother's Day na lo to benye mama nya gbojwe mba bakle doru efo mbe fi ke mi le kutomene fana mi fenyo kutomene fana mi gong egbe happy Mother's Day egbe mi dona amesia me egbe ganye Voncujovi nye afanyo Voncujovi be birthday ko adiasu atama gong happy birthday na afanyo gong lo dagbe enya tape me yo gogli be zio to no pe le me yo afana go fa bo majeso pe to mo so le me ndakpa vidi me yo pali gbe meji eku meji woli meji di meji lo so meji ngoli meji abla meji akla meji guda meji sa meji ka meji trupe meji tula meji lete meji che meji fu meji poli che tula me yo kleba vire kama kwa tawa do bo amato ba de anye ade makwe ne di lo dagbe na me se sempre agbe di lo tabu mama ndo gbe ra volo mi nyegba no to manam anyegba no na ma we ma kota ne lo ase he ma glore video na dole na mesia me akponu lo go mi awele ngogbe emele mi ayo anyigba ma joflo manyiba na lo go. Okay, I am done for praying to the gods and to the ancestors, and I wish all of you a very happy Mother's Day to all mothers. Whether you have a child or you don't have a child, as long as you are a woman, or so long as you are born a woman, you are a mother, and happy Mother's Day to you. And as I said earlier, to all the fathers that are playing a mother's role as well. Thank you all very much. So we are taking off with TikTok. So on TikTok, we have Wata Coach say, hi, Papa. I love your outfit today. Mommy initiation soon. I'm so excited. Can you talk a little bit about it? Okay, who is this? He said the name is Wata. You're talking about Mami Wata. So I think there was a first, this was Mami Wata and relationship with humans. Okay, simply Mami Wata is a word, an adulterated word for a mother of water. Mami in our African language means mother or a woman. Some people even have names that they give their daughters Mami. And in Chamba language and also in some Kotokoli language, Kotokoli and Chamba, they have names they call Mami. And Mami, as I said, it simply means woman. So water, some African corroborated or adulterated English word for water, they say water. Especially when you go to Liberia, Sierra Leone, and part of Nigeria, they say water. Instead of saying water, they say water. So Mami water simply means any spirit that uses liquid, whether it is oil, it is water, or any other liquid for that matter, to make its abode and work from that. That is what we call Mami water. The common English name is mermaid. But most of the time, a lot of people thought that Mami water is actually like a human being, a woman who has half body of a human being and half body of a fish. It is not true. Mami water can be in any form. It can be in the form of thunder. It can also be in the form of snake. It can be in the form of crocodile. It can be in the form of turtle. Any spirit that can stay in water, it can be regarded as Mami water. So I have spirits. A lot of my spirits are water body spirits. So some I put them in a pot of water. Some I put them in a bottle of oil. And then I think so. And that's what that Mami water is. So water, that's what it means to say Mami water. So if you are excited to get a proper Mami water initiation, we are always here. So Mami water is simply any spirit that lives inside water or uses water as its abode or base of operation. That is what is called Mami water. So a lot of people are scared of the name when they say Mami water. People are thinking that they will come and see a woman, half body human, and half body fish. No, it's not true. It's not like that. It is just the imagination, because they say somebody lives inside water. That's why sometimes you see Hollywood movies, they will make a human being who will be wearing something like a fish half and be inside water, and they are filming and say it's a Mami water. It's a lie. Mami water is not like that. But that's how people have taken it to be, so let's accept it that that's how it is. But in reality, in real spirituality, no, because I have a spirit here, Akain. It's a water spirit. Even though it's a sun sphere spirit, it's everything preparation must be prepared in putting oil before it can be activated and start working. And it has been working with me for more than 30, 40 years now. My son, Senna, is going to be 30 years next month. And it was this Mami water spirit or Akai or whatever you may call it, this water spirit, it was the one who brought him into the world for us. And he has been guiding him all along. So Mami water is a very simple, simply a water spirit. Thank you. And then we have a Chibuzo Tura Ilete, Tura Bogem, my namesake. It's a good evening, Papa. I have patiently waiting for today's podcast. I know. Thank you. Thank you. How have you been? Happy Mother's Day to your beloved wife and children. I'm grateful that you joined. And then we have our big sister, Luna Nicole, who just came back from the Lupus conference in the DC. And she's here. Say blessings, Papa and AMT family. I'm grateful to join today's section. Yes, you are right. You are bright. Thank you very much, big sister Luna Nicole, and happy Mother's Day to you and to all the mothers here. I hope you had fun at your conference, the Lupus conference in DC. I'm grateful that you came back safely. We are happy that you have joined today's section. Thank you very much for coming. And then we have Sadia Noshi saying, hi, Papa. Hello, Sadia Noshi. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section. I think I haven't seen you here before, or maybe it's a new name. I don't know. But have we seen her before? I think today is the first time. And maybe you can post questions, because what we do here is to teach about our tradition, African traditional spirituality, and many other more. We are guided by Afa, Ewe Afa, as well as a Yoruba Ifa, and also Voodoo and some Orisha knowledge we have. So ask questions, and if we can answer them, we will. If we cannot, we will tell you that we don't know anything about what you ask. You are welcome to African Magic Temple ReVodution Voodoo Education channel and streaming. Thank you. We have a Fia herself sending us a rose flower. Hello. Okay, no, the rose flower is part of the name. Okay, then said hello, Daddy. Thank you very much, Fia herself. Who is this Fia herself? I have not seen you here before, but let me see the picture. Probably I'll know who that person is. Okay, I don't think I can recognize the face, but thank you very much, Efia. Thank you for joining the section. And then we have Wata. I say, who is Abraxas? I hear a lot of Americans now talking about this energy. Abraxas is spelled Abraxas. It's a 7-letter word. A lot of Americans are using U to write it, but that is not correct. It's not a correct way of writing it. It is Abraxas. Abraxas. It's not Abraxos. It's Abraxas. Abraxas is the universal Christ consciousness. It's a spirit of. It's a spirit. It's a universal Christ consciousness. It's a spirit that pervades and permeates all kinds of entities and energy. Sometimes people say Abraxas is the real God. Sometimes people will say Abraxas is the Christ, Jesus. No, Abraxas is Abraxas, and it is the energy that is universal over everything, and it is the one that brings enlightenment, knowledge, and wisdom. That's what Abraxas is. And it is only now that Americans are getting into it, after people got tired of using the Jesus Christ. We can also say that Abraxas is a secret name of Christ. I'm not talking of the Jesus of Nazareth. I'm talking about the Christ consciousness of enlightenment and wisdom. That energy is the one that opens your doors into the spiritual sphere. And we have Abraxas working with us at African Magic Temple for the past 40 years. So we know very much about Abraxas. And when we give people initiation into African Magic Temple, Abraxas is the first energy that we use in opening your spiritual doors, and then before introducing you into other energies. So Wata, that is what Abraxas is. It's the universal consciousness, the spirit of enlightenment and wisdom. Thank you very much. And if you look at African Magic Temple's logo, if you look at our back, we always say the School of Enlightenment and Wisdom. That is it's on the, I don't know where African Magic Temple today, but you see that it's called School of Enlightenment and Wisdom. And Abraxas is one of our patron. It's okay. Abraxas is one of our patron energies that we work with. So thank you very much, Wata, for that question. And then we have Shadia Noshi. He said, Ami, thank you. And then Efia herself say hello again. Hello. And then we have Big Sister Luna Nicole. Say, Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Yes, Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Bokor Mawuli, you are welcome.
Thank you, Mama.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody. And my mother is inside the land of the dead people. So I say Happy Mother's Day to her and my grandmothers and my sisters and my daughters who are all in the land of the dead people. In our culture, there's nothing called heaven or hell. We go back to our ancestors. Thank you very much. And then we have a Bossa. Is it Bossa or Boresa Junior? Get me my bitter tea. Yeah. Looking nice today. Thank you very much. And everybody who is saying I'm looking nice, you have to say thank you to our sister Amina Kasib, who had brought me beautiful shirts, and this is one of them, and I decided to wear it today. Amina, happy Mother's Day to you, and thank you very much for making me look nice. I'm very grateful. People are admiring what you gave me, so I'm also happy. Thank you very much, and happy Mother's Day to you. Like I said earlier on my Facebook wall, I said that to all the women who are in my life who treat me as their sons, I say happy Mother's Day to them all. Thank you very much. And then we have a rich Khalifa. I say, I want to join your temple. Mr. Khalifa or Rich Khalifa, our temple is not a temple that people join. We don't have membership. We are not a club, we are not a cult, and we are not a religious body. So there is no membership. If you have challenges and you want to learn more about yourself, about life, about spirit world, spirit life, yes, we are there to teach you. But there's absolutely no membership. We don't have memberships. Thank you very much. And then we have Wata. Hi, Papa. It's Lynette. I just call myself Wata. Okay. Thank you, Bokor. Thank you. It's very nice of you. Thank you very much, Bokor. I'm grateful. And I hope your husband is very well too. I'm grateful. Happy Mother's Day to you, your children too. Thank you. And then we have a MFA Twister 86, a Tombe Von. Greetings from Petwe. Hello, MFA Twister 86. Say good evening, MFA. I'm grateful that I got my people from Petwe saying hello to me on the program. I'm grateful. So let's move on. Then we have the Ababio Empire. And then we have Chibu Zora. Okay, thank you very much, Ababio Empire. Thank you, I'm very grateful. And Chibuzora or Chibuzo, I don't know. Thank you very much. And then we have Baron Rankin. Papa, please, I want to know more about dwarf spirit. Okay, the dwarf spirit in Ewe are called Aziza. That is the normal common name everybody call it. But in the dialect where I came from, the Ewe dialect that I speak, Aziza is called Adiekwe. Adiekwe. That is the name of Aziza, and I think it has another name, Age, or Adiekwe, or Aziza. They are spirits of nature. They are real. They are not this, but a lot of people have gotten some tricks and built some shrines and call them dwarf shrines, and you go there, they are there to scam you. But the real Aziza are there, and we have at least one that we work with called Obubu Yaya, and we initiate people into it, and it works for people, or it works with people. So that's what I know about dwarf. I'm very grateful. I have tried and I've seen people trying to get dwarfs that will come and shake the building, shake trees and all this thing. But when I traced them for almost about 14 years trying to know and get them, but at the end of the day, we realized that those are all scammers. They're all thieves, and they always team up with people you know. who you trusted and put your trust in them, they will deceive you and let them scam you. I have been scammed over dwarf spirit for over 13, 14 years. And what I mean by that is that it's not that I want to get rich or get money. I wanted to have more knowledge and wisdom about the spirit at the dwarf. And my good friend took me to a place where they said they have dwarfs that can materialize themselves. And I was so excited. I followed it for almost 13, 14 years. And finally, I caught up with them, and they themselves started apologizing and pleading for me not to expose them. So you will not get any dwarf that is there shaking trees and shaking windows and all these things. All human beings hiding in there. Thank you very much, Baron Rankin. And then we have Agbevivi writing Abraxas correctly for all of you. And then we see that Kokoro shared the live video, and that's Amina there. Thank you very much for sharing. And then MFA Twister 86 says, I want to know more about Afa and Ese. Okay, MFA, Afa is called Bonlise in Ewe. And then we have Ese, which is Jogbese. People call it Joto. I think Jogbese, Joto, Aklama, Bechinue. These are called Ese. And Afa is the roadmap to your Ese. So Afa is usually called Bonlise. It is the same thing, but there are two different sides. One complements the other. And that's what is Afa. It's complementing Eselide Agbame. Yeah. Jogbese is your destiny that you came into the world with, the one that you were born with. In reality, that's the only God that you should worship, actually. Because it's the one that came here with you, and when you are dying, it's the only one that is going to go with you, because it is the one that is your soul. So if you are able to know your inner self or your soul, your inner being, then you know God. All these other ones we came to see here and following are made by human beings. Yeah, that's why the Arab, their God is always putting turban. That's why Arabs put turban and wear jalabia. The European, their God is always wearing coat, and he doesn't eat amije, does not eat palm oil, doesn't eat red palm oil at all. That is the white man's God. If you go to Japan, you see the Japanese God, they're also different. Chinese, their gods are different. And all other cultures have their own gods in a different way. But the African God also have its own way. In African God, we kill chicken for it, and then we give it jekle, papramsa, and it eats it and enjoys it. But the white man's God doesn't eat papramsa, and then we cannot give it jekle or anything. But ours we do, and we know that it enjoys, because that is what we eat and enjoy. So our God also eats the same thing. So all other things that you came into this world to meet are other people's things. It is only your essay, your destiny, your inner self, your soul is the one that you came into this world with. And when you are leaving the world, is the only one that remains the memory chip that takes you into another world and probably back to this world again. All other things, because if you are born in the house of a Muslim, then you have to follow Islam. If you are born in the house of a Hindu, you'll be a Hindu. When you are born in the house of a Christian, you'll be a Christian. If you are born in the house of a Jew, you become Jewish. But the same thing it is in other Shinto and all other religions and cultures. But whether you are born as a Hindu, a Muslim, a Christian, a Shinto, or a Buddhist, your inner self remains the same. And it is your inner self that will direct you where you'll be born. The memory chip, the memories that are on that chip will continue in the next life where they left off. So Jogbese, Aklama, Bechinue, Ese are the same thing. Joto is another name. People call it, especially people in Togo, they call it Joto. So say Joto, Ame, Joto. So MFA Twister 86, that's what Ese is, and that also Afa. There are two different things, but they complement each other. Thank you very much for the question. And then we have Chibuzo Turairete saying, please, I see some 4 people flogging their voodoo effigy because it failed to work. Talk about it. No, it's not that they beat the voodoo because it fails to work. There are certain voodoos, when you send them to work, that is the procedure. You need to beat the voodoo so that when the voodoo goes to where you send him to, you treat the person also the same way. So it is not like they are beating the voodoo because it doesn't work. It is they are flogging it because they want it to go and flog who they are sending it to, especially when they want to pepper the person they are sending the voodoo to. So in the old man's shrine, we have Tobe Hongbato. It's a big voodoo there. It's over 200-300 years old, and it has a very big belt whip, bulala. And when they want to really they want it to attack you, they will whip the voodoo very well. And I tell you, when the voodoo gets you, you can't sleep. All your body will be paining you, your head will be paining you, things will be happening on you, and you will not even know where you can go to hospital, the best doctors will look at you, but you will not have peace. Yeah, that's how it is. They were flogging it to go and work. It's not that because it failed to work. Thank you very much, Chibuzo Turairete, for that one. Thank you. And then Shamba Musa, Bokor Chamba Musa, I say, good afternoon, Papa. Good afternoon, Bokor. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section. I'm looking this way because the screen is this way. We are transmitting from my dining room because our it's off. The screen is off. We are transmitting from here since last Sunday because the air conditioner downstairs is not working, and I was not able to call the people to come and fix it, and I don't have the full money to buy the new one. One of our fans, what is her name? The one who gave us money. Yes, Monku had given us some money to add to whatever we'll get, but we are still collecting money and putting money together. And once I am able to get enough to buy the air conditioner, I will buy, and then we'll go back to the studios downstairs. Or when the technicians come and fix what is the problem, why it's not cooling down, we can go back there. But thank you very much, Bokor Shamba Musa. So we are transmitting from the dining hall. Thank you very much. And then Chibuzo Tura Tura Ilete say, please, I see more from people. Okay, we have answered that one. And then MF Twisa, I want to know more about AFA NSA. We have spoken about that. Then go up and let's see. I think we have answered most of this one. Go down small. No. Bring it down. Bring it down. Okay, then, okay, go up. And then we have a big sister, Luna Nikosi. That was a great analogy between Isse and a memory chip, Papa. Yes, thank you very much. I'm very grateful that I'm trying to explain it and you understanding it. Thank you. And then Efia herself said, please, where are you located? Efia herself, we are located in Ghana, in Accra, on the Spinters Road. And then Efia Twister, MFA rather, no, it's MFA Twister 86 that, how do I establish my essay? I want to lead my essay, which I can be. MFA Twister 86, to make essay, you need to see Bokono or Ehuno, who knows how to set up essay. And then that Vuhuno or Bokono will set up essay for you. These days, a lot of Mamisi and Amegashi, they are setting up essay. But I wonder if it is really their duty to be setting up essay. Essay can only be set up for someone who has been trained to set up essay and who has essay themselves. Essay has two parts. We have the essay Von, which is the negative side of your destiny. And then we have essay, which is the positive side of your destiny. The two of them work together in the sense that they came together as one. They are just like the front of your palm and the back of your palm. That's all that the essay Von and a good essay are. They are together. Sometimes the essay Von or the negative destiny will want is more paramount in a person's life. And when that one happens, a lot of things that you do, you don't see results or you don't get success because the negative essay is stronger. So to make it more easier for you to be able to get things working on your side, we usually will remove or align the negative essay with the positive one so that there can be a balance in your life. It cannot be totally removed, but that is how we call it removal of negative essay. But in reality, it is the alignment between the negative and the positive so that they can work together in harmony so that the negative will not be too much on your side and will not disturb you. Thank you very much. And then we have Pandidas. He said, Papa, how would one know the inner self? By doing spiritual work and approaching people who had been working with the inner self already. There's nothing in this world that you can know without learning it from someone who has known it. People who go reading books alone and think that by reading books you will know everything. No, there are so many things which are very practical and cannot be written in books because their expression to express and write them it's not in words, but it is in practicality. African traditional spirituality is more of a practical thing than a theoretical thing. So if you want to get your inner self, to get to know your inner self, please go to a teacher who knows how to do it. I know when I was a yogi, when I was a tantric yogi, we were taught meditation in order to get to our inner self. But in reality, over the years, so many years that I was a tantric yogi, we were just doing religious things, worshipping a particular deity or human being, believing that without that human being, we cannot see God. And I personally looking at it and coming from a Christian background that I have already ignored and tried to run away from, I saw that that is another form of religion. So I eventually left the order and I gave up my celibacy, and then I started to live my life until I came back home and my ancestors, my grandfathers, especially Tobetuji, was still alive, and he started training me and passing me through things that our ancestors do to be able to get to the essay or to the inner self. And then I realized that African traditional spirituality is more powerful than any other spirituality that I have studied. Thank you very much. So if you want to know your inner self, you have to approach a teacher who knows how to teach it. Thank you very much, Pandidas. And then we have Lady G. Greetings, Daddy. I will be seeing you soon. God bless you. Daddy, please, I need prayers. Okay, Lady G, we will be praying for you, and we hope to see you very soon. Thank you very much for coming onto the program. I'm grateful. Yes, let's go. Okay, so we have my brother there, Chibuzo Tura Irete. Say, Papa, I'm coming by the end of this month. Okay, you are very much welcome to African Magic Temple. We'll be expecting you. Thank you very much. And then MFR Twister 86 says, I'm enjoying the teaching. Thank you very much, my dear. I'm grateful that you are enjoying the teaching. Then Efia has said, I have some old man. Say, I have some, I am a Togolese. Yes, okay, Efia herself, thank you very much. And we are here, we are all Eves, whether you are Togolese or Ghanaian or from Benin or from Nigeria, Badagry, we are all Eves. Thank you very much for joining today's section. I'm grateful. Yes, what is there again? Okay, so we are done with TikTok. So let's go on to African Magic Temple on Facebook. And we have a Montitel. Montitel, so greetings and salutations, Papa and viewers. Thank you very much, Montitel. How are you? Thank you very much, and it's been a while. Thanks a lot for joining today's session, and happy Mother's Day to your mother. I'm grateful that you are able to make it to today's section. You're welcome. So we have on YouTube, we have Heru Asakara. Amen. He said, greetings, Baba. Glad to see you today. Thanks for the teaching. I'm very grateful that you are able to make it, and happy Mother's Day to your mother and to your loved ones. I'm grateful. Thank you. Please send in your questions. I'm not going to stay here for long today because by 6 o'clock, I will be going out for my grandchild's birthday. Yeah, thank you very much. And then we have Yakel. Yakel 5 say, peaceful greetings, Togbe Voncujovi and the whole AMT family. I wanted to know in our Ewe, say I wanted to know in our Ewe Vodu, is there a Voodoo who helps you communicate with animals? No, I don't know if there's any particular Voodoo that helps you to communicate with animals. But what happens is that when your inner self is well developed and you are in tune with nature, you can pick the waves, the vibration waves from animals that are close to you, or even if they are not close to you. It is not a Voodoo that is going to help you, but it is your inner self that when it is your intuition is developed, you can easily pick whatever animals are trying to communicate with you by even watching them and their behavior. They can tell you, and you can pick. I here sitting, I can even pick plants communication, not only animals, but plants. Even I can pick communication from plants as well, because it's been something I've practiced over the years. So it is not a question of saying a Voodoo that will be able to guide you, but maybe a total practice, including Voodoos and self-discipline, and also having patience with life, may be the factor that can help you to be able to tune into the waves that are emanating from things in nature. Thank you, Yakel 5. And then we have Amina Kasim say, good day, Baba, and the team looking good too. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for, this. I'm wearing your shirt. I'm wearing one of your shirts. Yes, thank you, Amina. I'm grateful. And then we have Yakel 5 say, I was given a divination by a mamishi, and I was told I was born with a mami and was supposed to be someone called a Huno or Huno. But who says that when you are born with mami, your name becomes Huno or Huno? You know, there's so many people who are just making mistakes. When you are initiated or you are supposed to be a mamisi, your name will be a mamisi. It will not be called Huno. A Hun, of course, Hun means spirit. And if you are going to be Huno, then you are going to be initiated into so many Hun. Then they can call you Huno. You cannot be initiated into Mami Watai alone and then they will call you Huno. They will call you Mamisi. That's how they will call you. But whoever is teaching you or trying to do this divination has to try a little bit better. Yeah, because you may be having a Mamiwata in your destiny. Or what the Ewe's called Taji Voodoo, your head spirit. You may have a Mamiwata in it. And yes, if they initiate you into Mamiwata, they will call you Mamiwatasi. But then if there may be other divinities or deities in your essay, which may not all be Mami, But when you are initiated into all these things and you start to work with them and other people apart from yourself alone started benefiting from the work that these spirits are working with, these spirits that are with you, and other people started benefiting from it, then you will have the title Huno. And that's when you qualify to be called a Huno. Yeah, you cannot be initiated into one single spirit and then people will start calling you Huno. Because we have what they call Mamishi Avlesi, and that is the Ganejeshi, and all kind of spirits are she. But the moment you have more of this, then people may consider you to be a Huno, because Huno simply means the person who is in charge of spirits. Thank you very much. And we say, but I don't know what that is living in the diaspora. Yakel, you see, if you are living in the diaspora, that doesn't stop you from learning about Afa or spirits or Voodoo. If you yourself, you have the interest to learn about these things, you can. I had also lived almost about 30 years outside of Ghana, outside of Africa for some time, before finally coming back home. But I had always been doing some spiritual thing when I was even outside. So it's not a question of living in the diaspora that is not giving you the chance. It is the initiative and the desire to learn and to know. And that's what makes people make commitment to what they want to do with their lives. Thank you very much, Yakel 5, for that question. And then Yakel 5 said that makes sense because animals do respond differently to me. Even aggressive animals are calm with me. Thank you for that insight. Thank you very much, Yakel. Yes, you can always communicate with them. You need to have peace with yourself first. And then that peace you have with yourself is what is going to let you be able to allow you to be able to read and receive the Tan mantras from animals. So a Tan mantra is like waves. That is in Sanskrit, Tan mantras. They are like waves that are emanating from somewhere else. So when you are at peace with yourself, then you can receive these things and you know what they are trying to communicate with you. Thank you very much, Yakel, for that. Please, let's go to ReVodution Voodoo Education and see if there's anything there. And this is okay, TikTok. Okay, so let's see. Something covered it. Somebody did something.
Put in some number.
Cut it off.
Yes.
Those are thieves. They just want to deceive. So someone is posting his or her number there in order to deceive people and start to what do they call it? Scam you. We don't know them. They are not part of African Magic Temple, so we will have to report them and take them off our page. We are not here to cheat you. We are not here to deceive you. We are telling you what our traditional spirituality is. If you are interested to learn, we are always here to teach. So if you will see any other number apart from our shrine's number on our platform, we consider that person a thief. So when you see any number which is not African Magic Temple number, please be very careful. Make sure that you contact us to find out if we know anything about that person, because people are always out there jumping on a very authentic and good. No, bring it down small. Bring it down. Yes. Trying to jump on authentic platforms where proper things are taught in order to get people and then steal them. That's what people do these days, because they cannot create a page of their own because they know they are liars and thieves. And then we have Efia herself is a teaching on point. Thank you very much, Efia. And then we have Gidiglo Emmanuel. Say good evening, rapper. Good evening, Gidiglo. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. And then we have Masaki House Solutions. Speak Kiswahili? No, I'm from West Africa. I don't speak Kiswahili. I'm sorry. I speak Ewe, and I teach about Ewe traditional spirituality. And then we have Gidigolo say, okay, please, I want to let you release your number to us. Our number is already in our profile. Our number is already in our profile, but we have just posted or pasted it again. We pin it, it's there, you can find it. And then we have MFA Twister 86. How does African spirituality explain the true nature of human being? In which way? What do you mean by how African traditional spirituality? That's what I'm explaining here. What else do you want to understand? African traditional spirituality teaches that how human beings can live in harmony with nature. That's all that it is. If you can live in harmony with nature, you can call upon nature and nature will respond. And then we have close your mouth. You say, hello, my boss. I am glad to see you again. Hello, who is this? You say, close your mouth. I don't know, but you are welcome to the program. Happy Mother's Day to you and to your loved ones, to your mother. I'm grateful. Then we have Chibuzo Irete. Chibuzo means Ese is first and the greatest. Okay. That's why we call in Ewe it can be, I don't know exactly which Ewe word to use, but it also has something to do with Eseli, means there is Ese. And then it also can be Senye Agbe or Senna Agbe, because Ese gives life, and the greatest Ese Choafia, Ese Glan, Seto. So those are these. I will learn how to venerate and worship it properly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chibuzo. Then we have Elton. Say, Papa, if you want to get your head out of your house, God, can you help? How do you get your head out of your house, God? They are the ones who have fed your ancestors before you came into this world. So why should you and why do you want to get your head from out of them? What do you mean? Because something that has fed your ancestors until you was born, you want to get out of it. Have you forgotten that your ancestors' bloods are running in your veins? I think you would rather have to know how to work with them so that you can also be as great as your ancestors. Thank you very much, Elton. Move up. Move up, move up. And then MFR Twister 80, how do you know if you are walking in alignment with your true essay? You cannot know until someone set up essay for you. You can never know. It is until you do a spiritual consultation and essay is set up for you, that is when you can know. Is it raining? It has changed gear. Okay, thank you. And then, so you can only know how you are in alignment with your essay when you are either initiated into essay or you go to do a spiritual consultation and your essay appears and it will give you direction. And that's what will give you the knowledge of whether you are in harmony with it or not. Thank you. And then Sunday G is hello, Papa. Please, good evening. Good evening to you, Sunday. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. Happy Mother's Day to your mother. I'm grateful that you are here. And then we have MFA. Is it possible for someone said to be stolen, blocked, or manipulated by others? No, no one can steal anybody's essay. However, people can mislead you and your essay will not be able to work for you the way it should work for you. But for people blocking your essay, stealing your essay, it is not possible because for each person, it is their essay. That's why everyone, Jogbese ameto means there is no two people who have the same essay. So Jogbese, it is individual thing. Jogbese is an individual thing. Essay ameto, it is an individual thing, and no one can take your essay. However, people can manipulate you to forget about your essay. Like most of the people who you see going to church day in, day out, and they are struggling to find ways in life to be successful. And the pastor keep deceiving them that there is a bad spirit from your house, or you have done this thing, that's why this thing is not working. That is how people manipulate you. so that you can be under their claws and they continue taking advantage of you. Because your essay may be calling out to you to work it so that you can align the negative with the positive so that things can happen. But they'll keep telling you that it is evil to go back to your tradition. And then you will also believe it. That's the manipulation that can stop your essay from not growing, not anyone stealing it from you. Thank you. And then if MFR Twister, it says, if two people have conflicting set destiny, can they ever live peaceful together? You cannot have, or how can you have conflicting destinies? You can have conflicting characters, but you cannot have conflicting destinies. Because to each and every human being, you have your essay. And of course, if my essay is not in alignment with yours, there is no way we can live together. Because it is two different essays, they have to be in alignment with each other. But that also, people can learn how to adjust it. If it is not, the essays will automatically will not agree for you people to even come together, not even to talk about living together. Yeah. But you know, essay is individual destiny. And what happens is that sometimes you meet people and your essay wants you to learn something from them, whether it's a bad experience or a good experience. That can happen. And when that lesson is finished, the separation will surely come. Thank you. And then Big Sister Luna Nikosi Papa, are your deities guides revealed to you upon initiation? No. I have all myself sought out for deities that I have interest in, and I got initiated into them. And when I got initiated into Voodoo, I work with them, and then other things have been revealed to me from them. Like me getting Afa as an initiation, a discipline. It was because my deities or the Voodoos I work with had also told me to work with Afa. And that's why I got initiated into Fa. And I'm still a new person in Fa. I'm learning. I'm over 20 years plus in Afa, but I'm still learning to learn it well. Yes, I think that is what it is. But it's not like it is through the initiation before my Voodoos were revealed to me. However, there are certain Voodoos that are in my destiny. So when I got initiated into Fa, I come to realize these Voodoos, and I got them also to work with. For instance, the Voodoo, the Togbe Ade, the warrior and the hunter spirit, which the Yorubas call Oshosi, is part of my Tura Irete initiation. Means I need to work with such Voodoo, and I got it set up for me. And also in my initiation, I have a Jongbe or Walingbe Meji in my initiation, which also indicated that I have to work with Mami, Water, and some other deities. Yeah. Mm. Some people are coming in. Who are the people?
It looks like it went.
Because it went off from here?
Yes, please.
So some people entered?
No.
The people are not hearing me?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I have to go back to those questions.
Sorry. Yeah,
okay, so go back to those questions that I was answering so I can go. I don't know how long it was, but bring it back and well, the questions left. Take your time until we have lost some of the questions I was asking because some other things came in. It's gone. It's gone again. So we have lost some of your questions. I don't know. Someone is trying to come in, and we can't find our questions. So we are having some connection problems. Yeah, Jamaica was saying connection is bad, but we don't know what is causing the connection because we have a Starlink here, and I don't think it is our internet, but whatever is causing it, we don't know. So we are trying, the technical team is trying to fix it back, and then once we are back, please, if you had asked a question and you didn't hear me answer it, you can send the question back again. Okay, we are on ReVodution YouTube on African Magic Temple, and and now we have a Facebook, ReVodution Voodoo and African Magic Temple, and then we are having challenges with our TikTok. Yeah, I think the TikTok is having some challenges here. We don't know what is causing it, but we are having some funny things coming in here. We lost the TikTok.
It's not online, but the questions.
Okay, you just hold on. If it's back on, just keep it there for a while. Let's see. So can people hear me still?
Yes.
Okay, so we have lost your questions. We can't see them. I think someone is trying to infiltrate into our this thing, and not that they have hacked it, but they are trying to hack it. And we've lost your questions. There's so many questions, and I wanted to answer them, but we have lost him. So if you are still here, you can hear me. Please send us this thing. Send us. Okay, they said network error. Okay, what could be the network error here? Okay, at least I can see one question from MFA Twister 86. In African tradition, is a set connected to the day or time a person is born? A set is connected to the day you are born, but not the time. As far as my knowledge is concerned, it's connected to the day you are born. That's why when we are going to do a seven or removal of the negative essay, we actually do it on the day that you were born. Yeah, your first question, MF, how do you know if you are working in alignment with your true say? You cannot know until you meet a teacher who knows how to teach you and do a reading to see whether you are in alignment with your essay. I think there was a question from Zil Harris here on Clubhouse. He said, I may be leaving the section early today. Thank you once again for being here, bringing Enlightenment Weekly. Happy birthday to your grandchild. Also, Mr. Bokor, goodbye. Thank you very much, big sister Zil Harris. We have seen your message. Sorry that I didn't read it earlier. Change this info so I go back to the this info. Yes. Where is Kofi and Seram? And Seram has gone. Call Kofi to come because So we have Randall still here. Randall, if you have any question to ask, please do ask me. We are here teaching. So if you also have any comment or questions to ask anything, please do. We have lost this. Someone is trying to come in into the program and it's giving us a challenge. So I'm not understanding why it's network. Is anybody gone to the roof today? I'm going to read the roof to see the antenna. Or some crows or other things have come to jump on it. Connection is bad. So please, if you can still see me, resend your questions so that I can answer them. We have only a few minutes to leave today's section. Thank you. We are actually on TikTok. But that's where we lost all the questions. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Big Sister Luna Nicole said, of course, TikTok went down as you were answering my question about deities and guides, Papa. Okay, so what I was saying at this is that for me, I went in for the deities that I was interested in. And then when I got afar, I got it because of the deities I work with. They asked me to learn about Afa. So I got initiated into Fa. And when I got initiated into Fa, I discovered other deities that are in my destiny, like the Togbe at the Ochosi, as the Yorubas call it in Ifa, and then also with Mami. So I got all these things because they were in my my head spirits. That's what it is. So sometimes you get initiated into Fa. When you get initiated into Fa first, it becomes easier for you to identify so many deities that are already in your destiny. But if you get initiated into other ones that you chose by yourself, you may not know all the spirits that are in your destiny or your head spirits. But because when I got Fa, that is when I got to know about Togbe Ade and also Mami Wata being part of me. But I had already been working with Mami spirits long before I even got initiated into Afa. In fact, most of the things I had been doing, I've been doing it long before I was initiated into Fa. And Afa confirms that those were the things I should work with. Yes, that's how I will say it. Thank you very much, Big Sister, for the question. And then MFA Twister, can you please tell us a little about Koku spirit? MFA, I'm very sorry, I've never been initiated into any Koku spirit, and I don't know much about Koku spirit, so I cannot speak about what I don't know about. People who have interest in Koku spirit are the people who got initiated into it. I am not interested in Koku, and I have never taken any initiation into Koku. I don't have the interest to take initiation into Koku's spirit. Thank you very much. Then we have Rich Kingdom. So hello, good evening. Hello, good evening, Rich Kingdom. How are you? Thank you very much, and happy Mother's Day to your mother. Then we have NS Tires 548. Good evening, Chris. Hello, good evening. How are you? Thank you, NS. Thank you for joining the section. Happy Mother's Day to your mother and your sisters. Then we have MFA Twister 86 number going. How would one know if Mami is with him or her? I have just explained that when you get initiated into Afa, you will know whether you have Mami Wata or you don't have, because it will show in your destiny. Let's move up. And Big Sister Luna Nicole said, Papa, is there a deity associated with birds? I attract ravens, hawks, hummingbirds, and bees too. No, I don't know any deity that is associated with birds. But You can attract so many things in nature if your own inner self is that peaceful and in harmony with nature. Animals will be attracted to do. When I was a kid, snakes were very much attracted to me when I was a child. And I remember one day I caught a cobra, a small cobra. I didn't know how dangerous it was. So I brought it home, put it inside some container, and I brought it home. Before my father and my elder brother said, "Hey, this is cobra. It's very dangerous, even if it's small." So they have to kill it. So, and I remember my mother also telling me that when I was a child, one day she bathed me and put me on a mat. I was sitting on the mat. So she went to bath. By the time she came back, there was a snake on the mat with me. So by my nature from childhood, I was already attracting snakes. And even I had also kept snakes as a pet when I was living in Tokyo. I had 2 small pythons that I was keeping with me as a pet. And I have even trained my Israeli girlfriend to do dance, belly dancing, and magic, fire-eating magic show using the snake in her design. I have it on I don't know whether we have that thing. So have you seen it? When Shima was dancing with a snake. So I was always very interested in snakes, but I don't know. Anything can be attracted to you. Birds can be attracted to you. Well, it depends on how kind you are. Your kindness attracts energies and attracts spirits and attracts things in nature. That's what it is. And then we have Emmanuel Stanza saying, hello, Emmanuel, how are you? Thank you very much. And then Emmanuel Stanza, I said, please, do you lock clients? No, I am not a thief. There's nothing I lock clients. I don't do with scammers. I'm sorry. That's not part of my life. My spirituality is not to cheat people. My spirituality is to give life and to give benefit to humanity. It is not for stealing and cheating people. So I don't lock clients. I'm sorry. Then we have Emmanuel Stander saying, yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. This platform is for real spirituality. It's not for cheating. Let's go up. Then Big Sister Luna Nicole said, what does lock clients mean, Papa? It is like the people want to scam somebody and they want you to use spiritual force to fool the person so that they can manipulate the person. That's what they meant by that. Baron Rankin said, please, can you initiate me into dwarfs? Yes, I can initiate you into dwarfs when you do consultation and dwarfs. The dwarf wants to work with you. I can initiate you. And then Luna Nicole said, oh, wow. Yes, that's what it means, that they want to find a way to manipulate people, control people's mind so that they can cheat them. I don't do that. And then we have Bokor Nuku Ameibo, who is on YouTube, say the Bokor Anuledo. Bokor Nuku Anuledo. America Madena Anuledo now. Then Bokor Nuku say, please, can you talk about female spiritual mentors you have had and have they helped shape your spiritual journey? Yes, I have had few female spiritual mentors, and the main person that had influenced my life was Kun Yuari, who is in Thailand. She's a Thai psychic that I've known her for over 40 plus years. We'd been friends, and when I remember when she started doing spiritual readings for people, that is when one of my lady friends took me to her to read me to find out whether I could become her boyfriend. But when we went there, I think that time I didn't speak Thai, so I didn't know what they were saying. But later I found out that my friend Kuyuari told her that, no, this one, you cannot work him because he's born a spiritual child and he cannot become your boyfriend. And then I and Kun Yuari became very good and close friends. I was always in her house, and she cooks for me and took good care of me, and also was opening my eyes to so many spiritual things and the things that she worked with, the spirits that she worked with. And she gave me some spirit that became my first real spirit outside religion. And it has stayed with me until about 5 years ago when the image or the effigy of that spirit, Luampu, Uncle Poo, who it was an very old monk who passed on long time, that communicates with Kun Yuari. So Kun Yuari gave me that, and then the Luampu had been working with me also for a long time. If you look into some of the videos that I had always wore it, and sometimes I have one in my pocket. Wherever I went, I was carrying it. So I would say she was the only main lady spiritualist or female spiritualist who had influenced my life. And last year, my children, Sena, Bokor Sena, Bokor Pele, Bokor Mauli, and Bokor Seiram, my own biological children, I sent them to her in Thailand, and she has also done some spiritual work for them to help them to grow in spirit. Yes. So I would say she was the only main female spiritualist that I had worked with. Most of the time in this part of the world, Africa, I'm very sorry to say it, most of the female spiritualists tend to be people who try to manipulate other people, and they claim to have spiritual power, but when you go deeper into them, you realize that they are just playing games with people. And that's why I don't really work with any. Then, of course, I remember that when I was a child, my mother used to take me to her cousins who were traditional Trosi, which means spiritualists. In those days, I didn't even know that men could become spiritualists. But then I had also seen my mother taking me to them, and they would bath me and all these things. But as I became well knowledge in life and understanding, the only person I can talk about today is Kun Yuari. She is still alive. She is in Thailand, and she has a big shrine that you cannot walk through the shrine. You need to sit in a vehicle. They have to take you from one voodoo to another because it is so big. You can imagine. I don't know how many acres of land on which she put her shrine. The time I knew her, she had a mansion of about 5 floors that she put her voodoos that she was working with. But since then, I have not seen her. But when my children went, they were able to see her new shrine. And Sena had, my son Sena, Bokor Sena, has featured very much about Yuari's shrine in his writings and postings. So those of you who are interested to know about Kun Yuari, she was my big sister, my friend, and my mentor. I would say so because she had been very, very good to me in many, many things. She has predicted, even me sitting here today to tell you or teach, she had already predicted this about 40 years ago. Thank you very much, Bokor Nuku, for that question. Yeah. Okay, so we have only a few minutes more. I think it's almost 6 o'clock, or it is. Yes, it's 3 minutes after 6 o'clock. So then Big Sister Luna Nicole said, oh, wow, thank you. And then Yao was saying location. Our number is in our profile. You can get our location from. When you call the number, they will give you. We are in Accra, Ghana. Then Baron Rankin say, okay, Papa. And then all is vanity. Please, how can I contact you? Our number is in the profile, and we have also pinned the number in today's teachings. So you can always get the number and call us. And then let's go. Is that all? Then we have Engineer Graham KG Wilberforce. Say greetings, AMT. Hello, Kojo. How are you? Thank you very much. I have seen the video. I think you went to Rome for the Pope's Those are all fallacies. You have real thing at home, but you and your mother chose to have that kind of dream. It's not very true, because if it is a real thing, they would have voted for a black person to be a pope. These things are all racist things. So try to bring your mind back home. There's no God in Rome. It's all mafia. Okay, let's go. Thank you very much, Kojo. I hope you are well, and greetings to your mother on this day. Happy Mother's Day to her. Thank you. And then we have Yaose location, and then I said, Yaose, I need protection. Please call the number if you need anything. You can reach us on our number, and they will be able to communicate with you. And then we have Melissa saying, I'm late here. Oh no, you are not late. Whatever we have discussed, you can find it on Facebook, it's on YouTube, it's all there in recorded form. You can always revisit it and you see. And then we have Engineer Graham Wilberforce, Kojo over there. Mia Will is also, hey, happy birthday girl. So Kojo is laughing. Yeah, I know. There's nothing there. Come back home and think about a proper spirituality. Those are all racist things. Because I have seen many times when a black person wants to take communion from a white person, instead of putting it into the mouth of the person, they'll give it in your hand. And white people will not agree that a black person should give them communion. I've seen that one too. So what are you talking about? What kind of God is there? It's just a racism. Okay? Don't you see during the Pope's burial that people were wearing clothes like the Ku Klux Klan? Can't you see? The reality is there before deceit is there. A lot of people, especially in this part of our world, chose deceit over reality. Thank you. Let's move up. Let's move up. And then we have MFATUS. I thought as well about the Pope. Okay, you are laughing. Yes, okay. The engineer Graham KG Wilberforce says it's very true. Thank you. Kojo is my son. He lives in Europe. There is an engineer, Graham Wilberforce. They did engineering in biochemistry engineer. I think so. Yeah. Thank you very much, Kojo. And then I think we are done with TikTok today, and then also with YouTube, and then Facebook. We have DJ saying, good evening, sir. Hello, DJ. How are you? Thank you very much for joining. And he said, sir, please, what is Kamasa? Kamasa means you do a reading and you don't do the ritual. So whatever the spirit world told you and you heard it, but you did not follow to close that gate, the thing will descend to the physical world and start worrying you. Yeah, because when you touch the spirit world to know what is happening in your life, the spirit world will give you answers and tell you exactly what is happening in your life. The same spirit world will also give you directives and directions on what to do to close those gates that are open to destroy you. Take, for instance, you did a reading, and in your reading, they found that death is surrounding you. And you heard it, but you didn't take any care to close the portal of death. Death can occur to you yourself, to your loved ones, and to people who are dear to you. It is not necessarily that it is only on you, but it could be anybody. When they say death is around a person, it could be anyone. That's why when you do such a reading, we ask people to close the portal of death so that that thing does not descend into the physical world. Mind you, doing a reading is like peeping into God to see what is in the future. You are peeping into God like a thief. You open, or like a spy, and you open the curtain to look what is happening in a particular person's life. And once you saw those things, you should know that those are the things that are coming in the future. So you must quickly close it and sow wherever you tear before looking, you sow it so that it doesn't happen. But if you don't, then it will pass through that hole that you open to come and affect you. That same thing, if you see witches in your reading and they say you should do, witches are asking you for something, and if you don't give it, you can be free. That's why we at African Magic Temple, we don't like doing reading for people when we realize that people are not interested in doing the closure to the reading they did. It is not out of our greed or anything, because I will be putting more problem on you if I do a reading for you and you don't close it. Because the problem is not coming to me, the diviner or the reader. The problem is coming to you who asked me to open that door to look what is happening in your life. And if you don't close the gate, it will disturb you. That is what we call in Ewe ka. Masa means you do okan, but you did not sa. You did not do the vosa kamasa. That's what it means. Thank you very much, DJ, for that beautiful question. Okay, let's go anywhere again. Okay, I think we are done. Okay, we have brother Samuel Toussaint. Say hello, Togbe. I hope all is going well with you and the family. Yes, Samuel. Happy Mother's Day to your wife and to your mother. Thank you very much. And then we have Samuel Toussaint. Say, is it possible to get a reading that is good and complete the Vosa, but still have some difficulties after? Yes, of course. It is sometimes you have a good reading and you do the Vosa, but there's some still difficulties. Means what happens is that there were some other spirits probably who came in the reading, but their voices were not heard. When I say their voices were not heard, is that there may be a paramount spirit that was talking more, so the others waited, but they couldn't get their time. They couldn't. The reading couldn't go deeper in order to find out whether all the spirits that are present have spoken. That is why when we do a reading and before we close the reading, we ask Afa, this reading that we have done for this person, is that all that there is for us to do? And the person, when the rituals are done, the person will be successful or things will go on well. Sometimes Afa will say yes. And when Afa says no, then you have to keep digging. Do we do this? Do we do that? Do we do this? Is it because of this? Is it because of that? Until you find what Afa is saying that remains before closing the reading. But if such is not done, the reading may be good, and the Vosa that was proclaimed during the reading could be done, but there will still be some challenges. And I know reading is money. That's why sometimes someone will do a reading, but because they don't have the money, once they do their rituals, if they are not ready to do a new reading. But it will be advisable to revisit the same reading that was done for you by the Bokor who did it, to revisit the same reading to find out why is it that a reading was done and a Vosa was done, but there is still the challenges. Then Afa will go back and say, oh, maybe because there was this, because there was that. We do that a lot in African Magic Temple, and I believe that your readings that you did with Senna, you can again reach out to Senna and let him to continue on that reading why certain things are not going on well, and there's a possibility that he will find them out and tell you, and you can do a subsequent ritual to correct whatever is not going on well. And then someone to say, in other words, can destiny bring difficulties to us to make things good? Yes, of course. So if in case they do a reading for you, and then they say it is destiny, and you have not done the destiny rituals, you cannot expect that everything will be fine. Because if the oracle picked destiny, that means destiny has become main thing that is putting pressure on you. So you need to do the removal of the negative destiny, and if possible, set up the positive destiny. Once there's a destiny in your reading, and if it is not attacked, it will surely be creating challenges, and good things may not be coming. So if it is there, then you need to do it because it is part of the reading. Thank you very much, Samuel Tusa. I'm grateful. Let's see. I think we are done. Yeah, we are done from here. And then we have a big sister Luna Nicole say thank you for your time and teachings today, Papa. I look forward to next week's section. We are very grateful that you came back came back very safely, and also you were able to join today's section. Have a wonderful week and hope to see you again next week. Then Michelle say hello, good evening, sir, and everyone. Hello, Michelle. Thank you very much for joining here, and happy Mother's Day to your mother. And then we have Luna say have a blessed week, everyone. Thank you very much, big sister Luna Nicole. We are grateful. Please move it up. And then we have Mickey say good evening, Papa. Hello, Mickey. Good evening to you. How are you? Thank you for joining the section. I hope you are fine. And happy Mother's Day to your mother. Then Mickey went, good to see you and hear from you, sir. I'm grateful. Good to see you here too. Thank you very much. And then MFA Twister 80 says, may your wisdom continue to guide and inspire many. I thank you. Thank you very much, MFA Twister 86. And then Ancestral App 00840 says blessings and thank you too. And then we have Soloku S. Solomon said, good day, Papa. Hello, how are you, Soloku? Thank you very much for joining today. Hope you are fine and happy Mother's Day to your mother. Thank you all very much for being here today. And I am going to close the section for today and hope to see you all again next week. I am grateful for you joining me today for this our weekly discussions on our tradition, about our tradition. Oh, mendakpe kaka togbe mama obete mendo akpe me yo se popoli posera tafia se joto ame joto se nanu ame se tenanu ame woman of evi dokuna fevi woman of evi me bien anu dokuna fevi ogbena dokuna fevi me bien anu woman of evi ogbe se me yo atepe na me se plak bedidi. Long life and good health is what I ask for all of us. May the ancestors continue to bless all the people who are seeking for knowledge and wisdom. May you live long. May success open its doors for you. And may the spirit world continue to guide you and bless you. Menahalo. Abochi menaha akai menaha. Me opete kekelo ahanami aklama kleto opete menahalo. Dagba ingba majoflo ahanami sia. Dagba nevalo na mesese neva agbeneva ngogbe neva mi wonu mi potane sia. Pay afana ngunu akpelo. And Samuel Tusan say thank you, sir. Thank you too, Sam, for everything and for all of you. I'll see you guys again next week. So please prepare your questions down and let's see how we will answer them next week. We are grateful that you all joined today's section. And Soloku was a good day, Baba. Thank you, Soloku. Yes, thank you very much.